Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to a new video of me, Fuzzball40, and this one is the biggest one I've brought out yet. So you've seen I brought out loads of videos, and each loads are very detailed in terms of what it is that you need to do to be making coins. In terms of sniping filters, again, sniping, we know what I mean. I'd call them more flipping filters, to be fair. I think that's a better way of putting it, flipping filters. But I know I'm aware there's loads of videos that are now down on the channel. So those of you who've been watching me for a while now have probably watched each of them. Not everyone will have the chance to do that and watch all of them one by one. So what I've decided to do, and a few people have asked for it, is I'm going to sum it all up in this. I'm recording this video, the ultimate sniping, filter, flipping, whatever you want to call it, for November. And I'm going to try and upgrade them update them and put it, you know, when you come to my channel, there's a video at the top. At the moment, it's my icon one from FIFA 18, I think, because I've only just come back. But this one will be there for November. So it will be a guide for you initially for November, and it'll be updated again in December, January, February, and so on, so forth. It gives you the basics of what you need to be doing. It's not going to teach you exactly what you need to be looking for. I can't put that much detail into a 20-minute or shorter video, but it will tell you the filters that I've already taught you about, and I'll add a couple more at the end. But yeah, so essentially that is what we're going to be doing. I know a few people have asked for it, so we're going to get going. So those of you who already watch my videos, you already know what I'm going to say to you right now. Start at Bundesliga. We're looking at silver league SBC players that you're going to need. So silver Dusseldorf, and you're looking at centre-backs, right-backs, left-backs, strikers. There's loads more for Dusseldorf. I don't want to go too much into it. But the way you do it is you go and look and you say, okay, cool, what are they selling for today? It changes every day, so don't ever get too comfortable. This is a gold. Don't ever get too comfortable and think, oh, I know the market, definitely. But definitely learn the market, get an idea of what they sell for. I think 7.2 is what I saw them for earlier on. So if on the market there was one for 6.5 right now, I'd go and pick him up, buy him, and resell him straight away. Don't hang about with your resales, sell them straight away, okay? But you flick through this, Dusseldorf, left backs, 5.8. No one here that really that bothered about buying for 6.2. And vice versa. So you do that. So think about centre backs, right backs, left backs, strikers, midfielders. Look at teams for each league SBC has been released that have a lot of silver players in position. So silver defenders, they haven't got gold defenders, or many gold defenders, many gold strikers. That's your first one. Second one, Paderborn. Do not look at left backs and right backs. You don't need them for this SBC. Look at centre backs. Look at CDMs, CMs, strikers. They're the guys you want to be sniping for. So if you look at strikers, see if there's any here. There's none at the moment. Usually about this. Maybe a bit more then. So 11,250, 11,000. Anything around 10, maybe lower, I'd be interested in. Go to CDM. Is there another good one for these guys? 5.3, see if we can get any there. The market's quite high at the moment. I'm surprised, to be fair, because the M&S bought out loads of silver packs, but Paderborn's still quite high, which is interesting. Very interesting. CM, so none. So essentially, that's what you want to be looking at, lads. I don't want to sit here all night and do it again. It's a 20-minute video. I don't want to get through as many of the filters as we can. But I thought it'd be good to record this just to give you a clearer idea in terms of what it is you should be looking for without having to go through every single one of my videos. But I suggest going through my videos, because what it does do is give you more detail you're not going to get on this. Union Berlin is next up. Centre-backs is what I look at for Union Berlin. You've got the gold one, ignore him. Super Titch and stuff or anything. Silver, they're usually about 3k, give or take. 2.5 at the moment. Let me just quickly look. Let's go 2.4, 2.3. So anywhere about 2k at the moment. If it was today, if I was buying them, which I'm going to be doing on stream. So, you know, some of you come and follow me, I appreciate that. But Union Berlin, without a doubt, is what I go for. Once you've exhausted the Bundesliga, there are more in the Bundesliga. I haven't got time in this video to tell you every single one. So go and learn and develop the skills that I've taught you already in the other videos. Once you've done Bundesliga, you then want to move over to the CSL. I like centre-backs in the CSL. That's my favourite one to look at. Most of the teams here haven't got very good centre-backs, so you can usually make quite good profit. Just be careful not to buy them too expensive. You want to be buying them at their sort of mid-price. You don't want to be buying them when the market's too high. Like I'd say this Guan right now is quite high. You can make coins in a day, but to say it was on there for 2k and I listen 3.5 and make a lot of coins in a day, but be careful, you might be end up holding on to them for a while. Chongqing, they can be really good, can be really bad, depending on the day. Sometimes they're good, like at the moment that's quite low. I would avoid that. But Chongqing, just flick through them. Guangzhou's usually quite a good one. I love a Guangzhou centre-back. They are usually relatively expensive. And if people don't know their value, you can pick them up quite cheaply. 4.7, I won't buy him, but that's a good example. Guangzhou's quite a good one. Hebei's always a good one. Very low. Very, very low for Hebe. Hebe's usually a lot more than this. That guy there, as an example, we'll go and buy him and list him for 4k. Make a profit off of him straight away. If I hold on to him for a day or two, I'll probably make even more profit. But Hebe is the next one. And then you flick through, and that's the Chinese Super League. That's the one for that. There are way more in Chinese Super League. Look at right mids, left mid strikers. Go onto Footbin and look at teams that have, again, don't have a plethora of gold players, because silver and bronzes are rarer. They're going to cost more. So use that. Think about what you're doing. Be smart. Ligue 1 is an option. I'm not a massive fan of Ligue 1, but if you're going to look at Ligue 1, these are the teams to look at, in my opinion. Angers can be half decent sometimes to look at. Dijon's good. Metz is good. And what's the other one that was really good that I quite like a look at? Nîmes can be alright. Stade Brestois can be okay. But I would look at those sort of teams again. Go and look and see which ones are silver heavy. So if I go to, let me have a look at, I think it's Dijon. I think it's Defenders, I think. I don't really use Ligue 1 very often. There is coins to be made, but the other methods I've got keep me busy enough as it is. So 161516. Again, if you can get one for 1,000, which you will get, people will listen for that. I don't want to sit there too long and try and snipe for one of them, but you will get them for cheap, for cheaper than that 1-4 there. They'll creep down. Dijon's a really good one, but the Ligue 1, I utilise once I've gone over the Bundesliga and whatever. Now players, we told you about specific players. These are the ones that will make you the most coins. Moussa Sissoko. Is he 10k at the moment? I think he's less than that now. I think he's like collapsing in price bit by bit. But people don't realise, because he's so low rated, that he has some value. People aren't aware of it. 8.3 is what he is there. 8.2. I'm going to buy him. I don't know how much he sells for at the moment, but I don't think it's much more than that. Just an example. 8.2. I mean, he's 8.4. It's fine. 8.5. About 8.5. 7.9. That one's gone. So I could probably sell him to a lazy buyer for... He's going back... What's the lowest? I could probably sell this guy for to a late that... There you go, look how quickly they get listed. You can make so many coins doing this. So say 8k is the lowest. I'd set my thing for about 7.3 to make profit. And I'd just sit there and flick through. People will be opening packs and stuff like that at the moment. And it's a 6 o'clock drop. People will do it. We'll go to like 30, but probably not going to get one. But lazy buy, you can sell for 8.5. If you want a quick sell, sell him listing for 8 and you're laughing. I'll go to like 45 if I don't get one, I don't get one. We've just seen 4 or 5 of them on the market. On my streams, I'll sit here for a lot longer and do this sort of thing, but I don't want to spend too long. I just missed out on that. But 6.5, listing for 8k is 1,500. Don't know how, I don't know 1 hour. How the hell I missed out on that? I'll never know. But Sissoko is a good one, straight away. Felipe Anderson, he's one of the cheaper left mids for this league that's half decent. Just be mindful that because he's Brazilian, his price can fluctuate massively, but just know that it's about 9k. We're looking at 8k. Cool. So I would set my thing for about 8k on him and just try and wait for someone to list one. People list him all the time. It's not difficult. I don't want to sit for too long doing this, but Felipe Anderson, target buy price at the moment for me today would be 8k. If I listen him for 9, I get about 550 coins profit. But I'm on the actual video of this, I've got him for 6.5, 6.6 sometimes, but I don't get kicked off the market, so I'm showing this. Other players for the Premier League that you need to be thinking about. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's low rated, people don't realise he's expensive. Ricardo Pereira, low rated, people don't realise he's expensive. Wilfried Zaha can make it coins. Jamie Vardy makes coins. Gabriel Jesus makes coins. You want to look for meta players that aren't too high rated, like Jamie Vardy and whatnot. Players that people are going to use in their team or subs and whatnot that aren't too high rated. But they're the ones you need to look at for that. MLS. I showed you guys this yesterday. In the MLS, the sniping fields I'm giving you, there are loads more than I realised. I'm going to be doing on stream today. Loads more than I ever realised it would be for MLS, okay? So the main ones that I taught you yesterday, Columbus Crew Defenders. Now, hopefully they haven't crashed. They should be going up slowly but surely, but look at this. Defender, they are starting to rise now. As I said they would. 1,500 is roughly what they cost, give or take. Target buy price obviously is to make profit. That always account for your tax. Don't ever forget you have tax to pay, EA tax, but even that 1,600 one, you can probably listen to Lazy Buyer for that. So the Columbus Crew Defenders specifically. Strikers for Columbus Crew, I don't know what they're looking at like now, but I'm going to assume they've probably gone up, and they have. Loads of coins to be made on this. Look at that. Just look at it. 3,000. You honestly will pick up players for 2,000, like 2,400, 2,500 max at a time. 100%. 2.8 for him. So be mindful. You see, he's there, 2,800 coins, but he's got 5 minutes left on him. So obviously not selling too quickly. So you want to go, okay, cool. I want him, but maybe I'll undercut and I'll look for a different one. Just make sure the players are selling before you go and buy them and list them. But Columbus Crew, defenders, strikers, always a good shout, okay? Montreal Impact defenders. Actually, is there one before? No, there's not. Impact Montreal defenders. Yesterday I was making banker for these on my main account. They've gone up massively again. 2.4. Yesterday they were about 1.5. As you'll see, I told you this on the video yesterday. After the SBC drops, the players continue to climb. People want to do them. The players for this, although the packs are crap, the players for this SBC are really, really good. So Montreal Impact, if you can buy in and around maybe 2,000, which will get plenty of, again, people will not realise they've got value. It's another really good one to go for. And then Philadelphia Union as well. Defenders there. And trust me, I'm scratching the surface very, very thinly. Like at the moment, very, very thinly. Like, there are tons of filters to the MLS, way more than I ever thought there would be. But see this here? All right backs, left backs, etc, etc. The centre backs are more expensive. And I don't know why this is. It might be, I need to check football, it might be because they've got more of them. But I've noticed centre backs tend to sell for 2.5k plus. So be mindful of that. You can probably make more money for centre backs than you can make off of anything else. So Philadelphia Union are the other ones that you can look at and go, okay, cool, boom, they are really, really good. But the MLS, I think, could be really, really good in the long term. So, to continue it, so you've got your stacking, we can keep stacking it up. I've given you four sort of methods you've got. So you've got the Bundesliga, CSL, the sniping foot was there, and those players I told you, add to them. In other leagues, Serie A, La Liga. Liga I'd be a bit iffy on, and I'd probably be a bit iffy on Bundesliga. I wouldn't be too keen on those ones. But those 3 leagues specifically, they're quite meta this year. I'd go for those 3 leagues. And then, random ones like this. Brazilian right backs, okay, that are gold. Now, they were 550 yesterday. They might not have rebounded yet. I don't know if they have. I don't think they have. These guys will eventually get back. I want to buy this guy because he always jumps up massively. These guys will get back to 1,000 coins plus. So I bought a few, stuck them on my trade pile. I will eventually list them when I've got some time. But they will climb again back to maybe 1,500 coins if you're lucky. Left back to Argentina. This morning they were still 1,200, I think. They might have dropped off a little bit. Nope, still 1,200 coins. Again, if you can pick them up, if you can sit there and snipe and pick them up for anything less than that, I mean, that 1,200 coin one's already gone. Someone's actually gone and bought him and resold him for 1,500 yourself for that as well. They're a really good one. Right backs as well sometimes are inflated. I don't know how they are at the moment. I don't think they're too high at the moment. But right backs can be inflated. I don't think they're looking too inflated right now. I mean, you could probably make some coins, but it's probably not worth your time if I'm being entirely honest. But left backs are that. And then your specific players that I told you about that are French off league, because French are so well represented in this game this year. Mathieu Valbuena is usually about 2,000 coins. He could be slightly less at the moment or slightly more. Just give me 2,000 anyway. Slightly less, but probably won't be much less than that. 1,217. Let's see. Again, people don't realise he's expensive. He's an 80 guy. I've seen him listed for 500 coins consistently on this game. He's a good one. And then Ascetic is another one that you can look to invest in, or to sort of put your filter on and pick up a few of him. I love him begin the game. He's down at the moment. He'll climb again. He always does. He's French. When the SBCs come out, especially Black Friday, he'll climb. But remember, you can use these players that you buy and go, okay, cool. These are players that I've got. And if I don't sell straight away, do what I do. So stick a few in the transfer pile. Other players to be mindful of that you can add today. These are the ones I'm going to give you. So EA have gone and done this, okay? They've gone on to the squad, not squad percentages, what we're doing. I think this is disgusting for me, I'm not going to lie. I think it's awful, but people will do it because it's a freebie, but I don't think it's really free. Time is money. Is it milestones? Premier League player, this Trossard. Scored goal in 2 separate rival wins with Man City players and rivals, Chelsea players, blah, 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 right? I told you about League SBC players. There are 2 that you need to think about. Norwich, Sheffield United, okay? They don't have any goal strikers except for Pookie. So I went and bought a few. They've not sold yet, but they will eventually sell. You can go, if you can snipe them quite cheaply, then you can make coins. So, strikers. Gone a long way, apologies, but... League, Premier League, Sheffield United. You need to score goals to them, so most people are going to look for strikers. 3,025. There's 1.5s there. Like that guy there, I could probably list a 2.5 now and it'll probably sell. If I list him for like 1.9 he'll probably sell. To see. And it's one of those ones where you're testing the waters and seeing who does sell and who doesn't sell. There's only these guys here. So I might think to look to pick these guys up. And just try and flip them back on for 2,000 again. And if they sell, they do. If they don't, I don't really care too much. They'll go, eventually I'll be able to sell them in the, when the Premier League SPC drops. So it's worth a risk. But I think they could be a good one. As could any sort of random midfielder from Norwich and Sheffield United. Be mindful that people have got a lot of ideas about doing this. I've just seen a few people list them and then go mad on them. So just be mindful that you might not make so many coins back too quickly. But 2,000 coins, you can see what you can do. I've got loads on the market, like I said already. Quite a few. That Ren Hang that I bought anyone by way has sold. But lads, that is all the ones that I've taught you so far, minus a few of them that I didn't think were worth adding at the moment. But add your own. I can't stress that enough. Add your own to each of them. So I've given you the building blocks and told you how to do it. Go on Footbin and look at the Bundesliga. Look at other players in the Bundesliga and other teams that might be missing positions. There might be a team that only has 2 gold defenders or 2 gold midfielders. Go and look at them, because then those are random ones that people won't know about and won't pick up, and bang, you'll make 2-3k at a time when you're buying these players, because people won't won't realise they're expensive. So just be mindful of that. But this video is not intended to replace my other videos at all. It's not remotely intended in that sense. What it's here to do is guide you in the basics, and if you're not sure, go back and watch the videos and whatnot and get an idea of it. But it's to give you an idea that you can just sweep through and sort of, again, build these building blocks up of these sniping players. We're going to do it every single month, once a month. We're going to put them all together into an ultimate guide for November, for December, for January, for February. That way it's a one-stop shop guide for you guys. If you forget a player, forget a method, rather than to flick through 21 episodes of this or 22 episodes of this, it just gives you all of them in one. But that is going to be the end of the video. If you are new around here, please do drop me a subscription. We are growing quickly every single day, 15, 20 subs a day, which for a channel my size is mental, so I really appreciate that. If you haven't yet, come and follow me on Twitch. You can ask me how to do all this sort of stuff live on stream. It's a lot easier for me to say it to you than that. Follow me on Twitter. You can DM me if you've got any questions. But for now, lads, I'm out. Have a good weekend. Good luck to your team if you're playing this weekend. And we'll be back tomorrow with a new video. Actually, back tonight with a new Market Watch video. And then tomorrow morning again. Peace out. See you later.